Welcome to Power Players Palace. It's your boy, man. We back again. Monday morning. Been gone since Thursday, man. So let's see what time it is. So Thursday, man, the last day of the week because of the holiday on Friday. But we were looking for a breakout long if we went above 747, and if we had a support bounce at 743, that was another area we were looking at. But the breakout long, we were looking at 750, 752, 14, and 755. With the support bounce at 743.35, we were looking at 747, 750, and 752, 14. Now on the bearish side, we were looking for a rejection short near 747, with 745, 743, 741. And then if it broke out below the pre-market low, before the market opened, we were looking at 741, 739.22, and 736. So that's what we were looking at on the chart. So let's see what we had happen though. Alright, so what we had happen was SPY came in, it opened up, and it opened up at 747.85, and then it went all the way up to 748.20. From there, it went down to 743.93, established the low of the day. It worked its way back up to that 747 area, then it pulled all the way back to 743 again. In that area, around 744, 743. And then from there, it went all the way up to 748 again. Tried to break through, come back down. We hit the 745 mark, and then we pushed back up. Closed at around the end of the day to where we closed at 746, 69. And so overnight we went above that, created that 748.50 high. And then this morning when it opened up here, it opened up at 746. What it was, 746.95. Went all the way down to 742.02. Now remember, that's from 3 days worth of built up pressure. And then the very next candle after that, you see it jumped all the way back up. So to 745.93, and since then it's been kind of in this same range, 745, 740, 748 range. And it's currently in a little uptrend on this 5-minute candle chart. So we'll see a little pullback come. You see that big resistance candle. So we'll see what it look like for the rest of the day. But that's where we are right now. So let's look at our chart for today. Alright, so right now what we're looking at is we have a pretty big range because of the way the candles moved this morning. But we're going to be looking for a breakout long above 748.07, 750. So our target 753 and 755. And then what we'll be doing, if we reclaim that, if we pull back to the area closer or pull down below, close to that pre-market low before the market opens, and we get some strong support there, we're looking at trying to reclaim the 748.07, then 748.20, and then we're looking at 750, because we'll be trying to get back from that pullback, and then we'll be going into that move. And if we get a rejection short near the 748.07 mark where we get the push down, if it tested and then rejects it, we got 745, we got 743.86, and 742.02. And that's if we go up to the pre-market high and then we get resistance and pull back. But if we pull back to the pre-market low or close to that area, I think, because of how wide that range was, it's a lot that can happen. But if we pull back in that area, Then we're looking at 740, 738, and 735. And that's just, in the end, that'll just be the market really pulling back so it can set up for a retest. Because once you get across them all-time highs, and that was the second time it's been in that area, third time. So it's really started to establish some support and resistance levels up in the 750 to 760 range. So as we start to do that, you'll start to see some stronger moves reacting off of some of these past previous behaviors. So that's what we'll be looking forward to, and we'll see when that actually happens. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is going to respect these levels and understand that if we get above that 748.07, then we probably in a bullish market. But at the same time, if we break down below the 742.02, then you in a bearish market, and then you just want to be careful. And you want to be careful playing inside that chop area because of how wide that range was. It's more than that, like I said, that's 3 days worth of pressure that built off, and immediately when it went down to the 742 area, that very next candle it went back to 745. So you have a good area, some areas to kind of play off of, and we can see. And that's where going back and having those previous days mapped out on your chart kind of pay dividends, because you can see levels where the SPY has reacted or possibly reacted in those days, and then you can see where you can jump in and try to figure out what level to play it off of if none of these things in the chart hold true. So that's where we are today. That's our trade plan for today. I want y'all to stay disciplined and really just try to take your time. And remember, it's been 3 days since the market been open, so a lot of things could be happening straight. A lot of volatility could come into play, so you definitely want to be careful of that and just see what happens and play what you see and not with your emotions, and then stay disciplined. And that's what we're going to look for, and that's what we're going to do today. And that's your boy, man. This Power Plays Palace, man. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, man, and we out.